And good evening. My name is Irdina, and I'm going to conduct today's free online lessons or FOL regarding curtain walls in Autodesk Revit, straight and curved designs. So the objective for today's FOL, I'm going to teach about how to insert curtain wall in Revit design. So what is curtain wall? Curtain wall is a non-structural outer wall, usually made of glass and aluminum that is act as the building facade and protecting the interior while letting in natural light. So this is the purpose of curtain wall is for design. So the workflow of today as FOL will be going to be in steps in as stated in this list below. So the first one, we're gonna set up the curtain wall type. After that, we're gonna draw the curtain wall. And thirdly, we're gonna understand the default of the panels and grids of the curtain wall if we're going to do the curtain wall empty manually. And then for manual instruction of curtain wall in Revit, we're gonna add curtain grids, which is to control the design or to customize however we like. So the first for the fifth is to add mullions. Mullion also acts as a frame for the curtain walls and modify curtain panels. Also, we can refine and adjust the curtain walls. And lastly, we can also look up for final output in view in 3D section and others floor plan. So these are the example of how we're gonna insert our curtain walls in into the walls. For example, this is for the curved designs. This is for the straight design. This is for walls in straight walls. We're gonna insert these curtain walls. And then we're gonna learn how to add grids and mullions manually. Also, how to insert the curtain wall job. So I hope you get the idea of how curtain wall gonna look like. So we're gonna do our demonstration in another file. I have opened the file. So this is the file that we're gonna do and start it now. So the file is just gonna be one level of the design. So this is the file that I have prepared for our demonstration today. So we're gonna learn how to add curve wall over here, and then also we're gonna learn how to add straight curve wall in front of the design. So let's start. Before we get the idea of curtain wall, I'm going to show you how to click on the curtain wall. Firstly is to click on architecture button, click wall, and then in properties button, this is where we're gonna find the curtain wall. So if you scroll down, the first one is going to be basic wall, and the second type of wall is going to be curtain wall. So this is where we're gonna learn today. For example, I'm going to choose this one and show you how the curtain wall gonna be. So you press the curtain wall M storefront and we click in our model canvas. So this is the top view of the curtain wall that we view in floor plan level 1. But if we look up in our 3D, this is how curtain wall gonna look. Now I'm going to show an example how curtain wall gonna look like in a straight wall. For example, in architecture button, we click wall and then we choose any basic wall. For example, I'm going to choose this generate in 150 mm, and then if we click it here, so we have one straight wall. Next, I'm going to show how to insert the curtain wall into the straight wall. At the same architecture button, we're going to click this wall and then choose the curtain wall that I showed previously. For example, curtain wall in M storefront. In this curtain wall edit type, it's already ticked this automatically embedded. So firstly, I'm going to show what happens if this automatically embed is not clicked, is off. So we're gonna insert the curtain wall into the wall. So it will appear this warning stated that it will be on the curtain wall and the wall is overlapped. So cross this. So in our 3D, if we check it, we can only see our walls without the curtain walls because the curtain wall have overlap with the walls that we put it here. So in order to view our curtain wall here, we have to click on our automatically embedded. In level 1 floor plan, let me move this for a while. So in level 1 curtain plan, I'm going to remove this one first. And then we add in architecture button, click wall, and then we add the curtain wall that we want to insert. As I shared the tricks before, to make sure it doesn't overlap with the wall we have insert is to click this edit type in properties button and then turn on the automatically embed and then click apply and OK. So what will happen after we turn on the automatically embed? After we click to insert the button, we add it here. So the wall and the curtain wall will not overlap anymore. So when we check in our 3D, the outcome will be like this. This is for the straight wall view. So you can also adjust the curtain wall height to your liking. For example, I'm going to click this small upper arrow button, and then you can adjust it according to your preference, like preference height. You can also set up it like this, like a window, or you can just adjust this like an open window. So this is for the straight curtain wall. Next is for, we're gonna learn about how to do curved curtain wall into curved wall. So in architecture button, we click wall, and then in this modify button, we're gonna choose this start and radius arc. Before we insert curtain wall, we're gonna try to do it to insert on the curved wall. So I'm going to choose this basic wall in generate 150 mm. So for example, like this, and then just click wherever you want. So now we have our curved wall. To insert the curved curtain wall, on the same architecture button, click wall, and then we're gonna find the second type of wall, which is curtain wall, and click store. So what's the difference of these three curtain wall? The not defined will not have the grid and mullion setup. Guys, which is not defined curtain wall is for customized design. Exterior glazing is it's only for exterior purpose, and M storefront is going to be in the middle of the wall when we click automatically embed. So we're gonna choose this one, and then I'm going to place it here. My apologies. Make sure it's M storefront curtain wall, and then we're gonna select this start N and radius in modify button. So now it's already automatically embed within the curve wall. So when we check in our 3D, so this is the result of our curtain curve wall, curve curtain wall into curve wall. Let me move this here before we're moving on. Next, we're gonna try how to do this partially arced curve curtain wall in level 1 plan. We have the design that I have drawn. It already have partial curved walls that I drew. So we just need to add our curtain wall. So in architecture button, click wall, and then find the curtain wall in M storefront. And then in modify button, we're going to choose this center and an arc. So we're gonna find the center of this arc. So this is the center. And then click on the end. Let me try again. Simply, we can find the center of this arc in another button. You can click this detail line and then click from the edge of the arc, and then from this edge of arc, from the vertical edge. So now the line has intersect. So now we know where is the middle point. So back in architecture button, click wall, and then we choose this center as arc, and then we choose this center and click on the edge of the wall. the art wall and then click the edge of this art. Yes. My apologies. I think the detail line is here. So we drag this one and then we try again this and this curtain wall. So this is the result that we have added. So we can remove this detail line that we want to refer at and check in our 3D. So this is how it added. We can see that this curtain wall, if we check in our in edit type, it's already ticked. If we click again in edit type and then turn on this automatically amended, apply and OK. Moving on to this one, I'm going to show how to add curtain wall with door, with curtain wall door. So in the same architecture button, click wall, click this M storefront, and then if you check in edit type, it's already turned on the automatically amended and click OK. So we can adjust the width and length, the width and height letter. But for now, I want the curtain wall for the front door to be this size. And then if we check in our 3D, this is the result of the curtain wall that we insert. For now, the curtain wall is on unconnected top constraint if we check in our properties. So how to edit it to be in the same level? You can edit it here for the height if you know how much is the height from level 1 to level 2. You can always check in your elevation view. For example, if you click this is the height from level 1 to level 2, which is 3600. But also, you can just change it here, top constraint, click the drop down button. You can choose up to level 2. So now it's already fixed to level 2 height. But for this front door, I'm going to set my preference height that I want. Rather than 3600, I'm going to choose 2800. So this is the height of the curtain. Now, we have choose the curtain wall in M storefront. If I choose to change it to not define curtain wall, sorry. Moving on, before we do the curtain wall and not defined, I'm going to let's show you how to add curtain wall door in this sub view. We have this elevation view of the front plan of this design. So I'm going to add this curtain wall door over here. So I'm going to show you how you can just slightly touch the frame of the or the mullions, curtain mullions. Move over your mouse closely to the door position that you want to place it. And then if you click tab in your keyboard, so this is the tips that can place your desired position of the door. And then this is where I want to add the door, and then click here in properties button. Before we add the door, in insert, click load Autodesk family. You can search for curtain wall panels. Sorry. Or you can search search curtain, and then click all these curtain door, and then click load. Okay, now we can try again. Slightly move over your mouse and slightly touch near to your position and the place that you want to position your door. And then on your keyboard, click tab until it show your reference to where you want to add the door. So now click here, and then in our properties you can click drop down here. It's supposed to show it here, but since it doesn't fit the required size, so I'm going to show it in level 1 floor plan. I'm going to show you at another wall. Example, I'm going to choose to generate 1500 Mansuri, and then just choose the length that you want, and then click at the end. Now we're going to add our curtain wall. In architecture button, click wall, and then choose this not defined curtain wall. And then if you check in your edit tab, it's already turned on, and click OK. So you can just place your curtain wall anywhere, and then check in your 3D. So this is how curtain wall not defined gonna show. How to add grid manually, like the M storefront curtain wall. So in this sub view, you can make sure to add the grid in elevation view. So click here, and in architecture button, click curtain grid. So you can add grid wherever you want, however you want. For example, like this. Okay. So we already add the grid. Now we're gonna add the frame of the curtain wall. So in architecture button, click mullion. So just click on the grid. The frame already automatically shown. For example, like this. Alright. So this is how it's gonna look like in our 3D. Now we're gonna try again to add the door. In this curtain, not defined curtain wall. I'm gonna try to, I deleted the first horizontal grid. I think I'm gonna add grid here. And then in architecture button again, click mullion to add frame of the grid. Now we're gonna try to add door over here. So just like just now, slightly move over your mouse to the nearest place that you want to position to place your door, and then on your keyboard, click tab, and then click here when it's already as your reference one. And now it's already appeared the door that we load from Autodesk family just now. So you can choose this curtain wall, this, for example. If we check in our 3D, so we already have our single door curtain door. Now if we try again for double door, in elevation view, click in our slightly move over your mouse and click tab on your keyboard. Click on the reference in properties button. You can choose this door curtain wall double, which means for two door. And click here. So it's appear like this. So when we check in our 3D, this is the result for glass door double stop frame. So hopefully you gain something today. I hope you can try on your own after this. So that's all for my FOL today. Before that, don't forget to browse on our website. This is our official website. If you click on acadsystem.com, you can find this is our homepage, and you can chat with our agents live, and we also updates on our latest Autodesk promotion and news. If you scroll down again, we have our latest product shown, and we update on free online lesson courses and lessons. You can check on any lessons that you want to join and the date available. If you scroll down again, we have also training provided. You can choose the preference date that you are available according to what you want to choose. And then scroll down again, you can click this our official YouTube channel. So we have uploaded our demonstration. You can check on this free online lesson on our YouTube as well. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining.